Politicians in the United States are arguing over how to avoid what is being described as a catastrophic event for the economy. And this is what it is all about. This number, $14.3 trillion. That is the U.S. debt ceiling. Now, the government has already hit that mark. There was a deal to raise it, but the Republicans are demanding cuts in government spending in exchange for their support. U.S. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner has warned Republicans there is no alternative to making a deal on the budget.
The United States is not going to default. We are a country that pays its bills. We're going to meet our obligations. And the leadership in Congress, Republicans and Democrats, House and Senate, understand that. If Congress doesn't act by the second, they will downgrade our credit, first time in history. And if that happens, you're going to see catastrophic damage across the American economy and across the global economy. It's not something we kind of, failure is not an option.
John Terra joining us now from Washington, D.C. John, good to see you. How serious really is this pullback from Republicans?
Hi, Tony. Good to see you as well. Well, it could be pretty serious. I mean, the background, as you set out just now, is that the U.S. is going to run out of money on August the 2nd. And in order to raise the debt ceiling, the Republicans are saying, look, Mr. Obama, you have to come to a deal with us to reduce the budget deficit, the amount of money the U.S. spends over and above which it brings in, and so bring down the long-term debt as well. And you would have seen President Obama and John Boehner, who's the Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives, playing golf a couple of weekends ago. And at that meeting and at subsequent meetings, they hashed out a deal to cut the budget deficit by about $4 trillion. It's known here as the Grand Plan. And then, late last night, Saturday evening, we were all relaxing here in Washington, D.C., and bing, into the Blackberries comes news that John Boehner is saying, no, we're not going to support that anymore, and everyone's concerned about what that means. Well, the bottom line is, think of it like this. Within that $4 trillion deal, the administration, President Obama, the Democrats, they wanted to raise taxes on the rich very subtly. They wanted to change the tax code, streamline the tax code and bring more rich people into paying taxes. And the Republicans have said, no, we are simply not doing that, because to raise taxes in any way, however you disguise it, whatever you call it, would be a disaster at this time and would kill jobs. And they cite last Friday's employment report for June, where the economy here only put on 18,000 new jobs, and it's capable of putting on between 200,000 and 300,000 jobs a month, and it was just 18,000. So that was a disastrous report for President Obama. So now the Republicans are saying, off the table, dead, finished is the $4 trillion grand scheme. We will talk about a $2 trillion scheme to reduce the budget deficit. Tony?